As an official Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra creator, I can say this. Everything is awesome. Well, not everything is awesome. Let's talk about it.
Brian the Boy.
So like many of you, when the game came out yesterday, I jumped right in. And throughout the entire day, I played about 4 total hours of this game. Now, here's what that looks like. I put all of my streams from the day, because the only time I played it, I was streaming, put it all in one timeline here. So this is in a video editing program, right? And you see there's different colors, right? So what this is everything that's red is game time. Everything that's blue is waiting to play game time. So I chopped them up, I reorganized them, and then I stacked them, and then I did the math. All right. The average length of a game is 7.5-ish minutes. 7.4 is the average. So through the whole game, through the whole day, I played 19 games. The average wait time to play a game in terms of like you finished a match, now you're back in the lobby, you pressed matchmaking again, you waited, and then you waited again, and then you waited again, and then you waited again, and then the match starts. The average time to game again, or the average waiting time, is 4.6 minutes. So that means typically you wait a little over half the amount of time a game takes to play a game. So on average, let's just say for every minute that you play one game of Gekishin Squadra, you wait to play a game of Gekishin Squadra about 37 seconds. So every minute that you play, you wait 37 seconds. That is a lot of time to wait to play a game that only lasts so long. This, I feel like, can easily be cut down. This is a change that Bandai, or technically the actual developer of the game, whatever, these guys, they can make this change. Now, this whole process from waiting to matchmake to errors sometimes, to get in the game, pick your guy, pick your helper, wait for no reason, then get in the game, and then go through who everybody picked. This process has been the same through every beta test, network test, and now the full game. So this isn't something that they're even thinking about changing or haven't thought about changing. But if enough people can get this in their ear, maybe we can cut this time down. So it's actually my hope with this video is that it can get enough traction that they'll hear some of these requests. I think this one is a big one. We'd like to play the game more than wait to play the game. A lot more. Now, a way to solve this could be at the end of a game, after the various animations, and then zoom out, and then the summary screen. What we have right now is a rematch button. But you may not want to play a rematch, you just want to play another match. So what would be nice is new match button. If you're in a party of randoms, stay with party. Like Fortnite has this, right? So when you finish a game, you can stay with your party, you can re-ready up, you can go back to lobby. Like, you have choices. So, I mean, there's the bottom here. There's plenty of room for other options, right? So that would already cut down on that time. So you don't have to go all the way back to the lobby and then get into matchmaking again and so on and so forth. Now, of course, sometimes you want to come back to the lobby, so that is an option as well. But you can just add these options to anyone who wants to just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. Have more buttons down there to re-matchmake and etc. This wouldn't be so hard. Another way we can save some time here is everyone in the party has readied up. And then matchmaking finds opponents. But now that that has happened, now you have to ready up again by pressing the space bar. I can't tell you the number of times I've been through this process and one person doesn't press space or whatever it is on a controller, and so then we're back in the lobby again to matchmake again and then do it again, and it's happened several times in a row at times. Bro, Why is this second ready up even a thing? It doesn't have to exist at all. If you've already found the other party for us to play, just get us into picking our guy, our character. This is such a waste of time. There is absolutely no need for the second ready up screen. And even then, once we get into that next screen where you're picking your character and your helper, and if you want auto or manual card selection and all that stuff, this has a countdown that is so long. All you need to do in order to speed up this process, you can cut this countdown down. You don't need that much time to select these things. Right now, I don't know how long it is, but it seems like it's 30 seconds. That can be cut down. But once everybody picks everything, all you gotta do is have a new timer spawn. Everyone picked on both teams. Now there's 3 seconds to say, wait, and then it goes back maybe to that original timer. Everyone selects everything again, 3 seconds, unless it's less than the total timer. Now this can hold up a lot of people, but you remember how, this was like this back in the day of Halo. Remember, it's about the doot, 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 beep, and the timer goes down. Do that same thing. If everyone selects and no one wants to change anything, just let the game start. And then we load. And then we go through what everyone picked and all these animations, and that's cool. But I know that's only there to show off these animations that you've unlocked. They don't need to exist. And if they do, maybe we could find a faster way to get through all that. Because it goes player, 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 whole team, player, 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 whole team. Now, 3, 2. This countdown could have been going on. That last one, I don't know how you change that. That's just me. The end game takes a long time in terms of win screen, whole team win screen. Now we're at the summary and the voting, and that screen should go through on automatically if no one clicks anything. You're just waiting there. It should just count down, like going back to the lobby if you don't make a choice. Anyways, these are a ton of ways to fix that time suck of waiting. Obviously, right now, there's day one errors and getting kicked back to the lobby from some network error, or the game crashes and things like that. Like, that kind of stuff is going to happen. And so there's no avoiding that. Obviously, some of these errors will be fixed over time, but the issues that make things take so long, those can be solved. A huge amount of time suck can get ripped out of there with some of these changes that I've mentioned. The double ready up is one thing that I thought needed to change all the way back in the first alpha test, whatever it was. Why do we ready up twice? I'm sure someone else has to have thought this other than myself. You ready up, you ready up, you ready up. It's actually 3 times, but the second one, where it's the circle and all 8 players have to press it, get rid of it. It is useless. Please, people in the comments, please tell me you agree with this. It's the biggest waste of time screen on earth. This is my thing. Like, if this video gets enough likes, the devs might hear this and fix this up. All right. Now I'm going to open the game for a couple other changes that I think could be helpful. When you go through to this like party icon here, all right? This is where your friends will show up if they're online, and you can, for whatever reason, on this screen, all you can do most of the time is request to join their party. And this is so oddly inconsistent. If someone's already in a party, you can't invite them to your party, even though they could just leave their party to come to your party. And vice versa. There's a lot of oddities. And clicking someone's name, no one's on right now, or pressing someone's name, the pop-up, the buttons that are available on the pop-up always change. But also, if you go into the player list, which is a whole nother screen for organizing your friends and players and your party, when you click someone, invite to party, this button changes. If, say, Dr. Graffs invited me to his party, on this screen right here, you would have accept party invite, and then instead of, and then I don't even understand how this difference pops up, but right here, I could probably find this in one of my, if I found it, it's on the screen. But right here, it says requests. And that button, the button that says requests, is not a button to look at some requests. It's a button to send a party request. So I'm guessing that is just a translation error, but that could change. But this, why is there 2 places to do all this? This should just be the party screen. Because then you come all the way back here. Boom. And in here, there's not a lot of options. There's just a blank player list. This should say like friend list if this is your friends. And it should also show them offline. Just being blank for no reason. What am I looking at, you know? Also in here, you can create your party ID and copy it. That's great. But when your party screen is up here, clicking that should also take you to your party. Everything should be interactive like that. Anyways, overall, there's a ton of these menus that are just so hard to navigate and understand. And I mean, I'm sure once you're used to it, it is what it is. But it's now, of course, that's really just a gripe of mine when it comes to the party stuff. But it could work a little bit better. And the inconsistency in terms of what button pops up when and inviting or accepting invites and all that, God, that is so frustrating. So that's all the things that I personally think should change, and I hope that people agree. But we're going to do a quick run through of what some people are asking for, requesting. What's all the hubbub right now from the player base? One person thinks that there needs to be a better character info screen. Like games played, MVP times, highest rank, most played heroes, gods destroyed, and Dragon Balls captured. I think that's true. That's a good feedback. Here's another one. Auto-picking cards need to be chosen, right? Like, so right now it's just everything about automatic card picking is automatic, and it's doing it manually is not that awesome. So if there was a way to pick which cards will get picked when you have automatic set, I think that's some good advice, some good feedback. Someone else says, reduce the time for the end screen information. We doesn't care. I agree. The joystick on mobile's confusing. Just don't play on mobile. Need an option to add a friend from the end game screen so you can play with people you enjoyed playing with. Yeah, that's probably good. That kind of goes along with what I'm saying, like stick with party kind of thing. You can go back into your game history and you can find people's users and send them requests. And then somebody wants the option to view all unowned skins for a character the same way effects and emotes work. The way it is right now makes most of the characters seem like they either have none or only one skin when it's not the case. Also, a button to full screen emotes to turn off the gray effect. I'm not sure what gray effect means, but I've never had this happen. But this guy says 39% of the time, which is a great percentage, someone just leaves the match mid-game, and it's annoying. I've never experienced it, actually. Someone's saying they need to nerf Cell. I know he is perfect, but he's too perfect for a MOBA. Doing 4,000 damage in early game is kind of insane. I haven't played as him, but add a option to send a friend request to a player after a game. Yeah, so people want to keep playing with the same people that they enjoyed playing with. So, I get that. Oh, now this is one of the most upvoted ones right here, right? The regular battle mode is the competitive battle mode, and then quick battle is the, casual mode. And their feedback is saying, like, basically people should have to play a bunch of quick matches before they start doing competitive, and it needs to be renamed to competitive or ranked or whatever, so that people know that that's what they're getting into, so they're not constantly running into people that are really good versus people that are very terrible. That's some good feedback too. Anyways, these are just some things that I and some other folks in this world believe should change about this game. Let me know in the comments if you agree and what you think needs to change with the game. And let's get this video boosted up. Press like, hype it if you're on mobile. It's another option. You can hype the video down below so that we can get this thing on the map so the Bandai can hear it. And then the higher this video gets, subsequent videos where we have more feedback together as a community can be heard by the devs and by Bandai. Spread the word. Get this video out there. Let's go. Amen.